3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I just had to say go because I can't. I could do a Donkey Kong. I should probably not do a Donkey Kong. We're getting there slowly. I've progressed from saying go to doing a Donkey Kong. And I probably... wasn't my best idea.
Oh my god, we have.
Welcome to episode 6 of the Get Real Gaming Podcast, the show where we get real, talking about the latest video game news and releases. I'm Richard, and with me, as always, is my Game of the Year nomination co-host, Lawrence. How are you doing today, Lawrence?
Good. Yeah, I'm all
That's
right.
great.
How are you?
Yeah, you know, I had surgery the end of last week, so now my shoulder is a bit more in place, but I do have to take it a bit
I
easy.
just remembered a really funny joke.
Yeah. So there we go. And so, but we've tried to keep on top of what's been going on. We had quite a lot of stuff happen just last week, Lawrence, didn't we?
Did we?
But this week has not been as eventful. It's really just been, I would say, the calm after the storm, which is the next gen releases.
The calm after the storm, which is slowly becoming a new storm in the horizon.
Yeah. Football Manager came out on the 24th.
There goes
Have
my
you
life.
played that yet? Have you played it?
Yeah, I played the beta the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's out now.
Yeah.
So you've been smashing it.
Oh, yeah.
You're enjoying it.
Let me see how many hours I got. I think I'm already in the hundreds.
It's funny because this is one of those games that you don't really talk to us or me or the boys about.
No, because
you
you lot will bloody slate me for it.
yeah. Well, I'm just glad that you're enjoying it. Honestly, I'm happy you're having
To
a
put
good
it to
time.
context, the last Football Managers I've played, overall, I've put around about 3,000 hours over the
Oh, my
last
word.
5 years.
Well, PC on PC Metacritic scores 85, so that's a very good score.
Oh, yeah.
I would say.
Football Manager's amazing.
But-
It's great. It takes over your life.
But with Football Manager, I'm assuming that it's not like FIFA, where every year it's basically just a patch repackaged as something you would pay for. That's not the case, is it?
No.
In Football Manager.
They added new features and stuff like that. And whilst FIFA's very hands-on in the matches, Football Manager, what you do is you devise the tactics and scout out the matches and talk to players, talk to other managers, talk to the press. And basically, once it's match day, it's pretty much hands-off, apart from a few tactical tweaks. So it's all
Right.
down to like simulation. It is classed as a simulation game.
Do you have to sit through a 90-minute simulation of a match?
You can, if
What?
if you decide to get to a final and proper suit up as if you're at a final. I'm not saying I've done that ever.
Does an actual match play out in front of you?
Yeah.
As in 3D, like
Yeah.
FIFA,
Oh, yeah,
or as in
3D.
like?
it's complete 3D. But you can
What?
have it so it's like comprehensive highlights or key highlights or just the commentary, and you can change like
Whoa.
between 2D and 3D angles. It's really quite intuitive.
I had no idea
Yeah.
that was. I just thought it would be like, like a 2D user interface the entire game, where you just kind of.
I mean, a lot of it is.
Play match and,
A lot of it is 2D and text and
this
stuff
guy
like that.
went. This guy fell over and scraped his knee in the first half. So you lose 10 points because he scraped his knee.
10 points? What game are you playing? Quidditch?
Well, it's a game. I don't know.
But anyway, the reason why Football Manager is so why I've sunk around about 3k hours of my life into it. It uses real world data. Like the data they use is used in the actual football world, and they get players have played it, managers have played it, boardroom have played it, and they have people to go in and actually make it as realistic as possible, and they kind of make it so it is almost like playing through another world, like an alternate reality of our reality. It's very good.
I suppose if the focus of the game is to make it realistic, then it would be the biggest data collection hub for people who are actually in the industry. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so it's fun. It's a fun game.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you.
Also, you had to go on World of Warcraft Shadowlands. That came out on a time of recording. It was last night, wasn't it?
Last night, yeah, when we're playing D&D.
Yeah. So
I had to wait the whole session, and you took forever.
Well, yes. But was it worth it? Was it worth the wait?
From what I played, I suppose. I mean, I was knackered, so I haven't really been able to give my full, oh my god, it's amazing. But I'm just kind of like, I'm just playing up to this bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play up to the next bit. I'll play. Okay, no, I'm stopping here. My eyes
stopping now. Yeah. Oh wait, but this looks interesting.
Yeah, I had to pretty much force myself to stop. So that's a good sign, I suppose.
What are the biggest changes that you can see immediately to the game?
Graphically, it looks pretty good. They've got RTX shadows in. It's a whole new world, so it's unexplored world we've never seen before.
Oh, that's a big change.
Yeah, the story is pretty good. It's quite it's an engaging story, which is what you always want. And they've changed the quest tracker, where beforehand it would literally say it's over in this direction, but you couldn't tell if it was above you or below you. But now they've got a 3D tracker, which they would basically put on the quest, like giver or a quest area, and you can see it through all the floors and the walls and stuff like that, so you know exactly where you're going.
That's nice.
Apart from that, I'm not really seeing much difference just yet. I know there's some balancing of classes, but I've not gotten that far in.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll get some more time now within the next week.
I won't.
It sounds like they've done, it's not just kind of like DLC. It looks like they've actually done a lot of quality of life improvements, which is nice.
It's an expansion pack, so...
Yeah, it is. But what I mean is they've actually improved things in the engine and in the way the game plays instead of it just being like content as well.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity also came out. On the 20th.
Have you got that?
I haven't, but I've halfway through the demo and I've avoided watching any streamers. Although, I mean, we didn't really preemptively put this in the news segment, but all of the Twitch streamers who were streaming Age of Calamity got banned.
Oh my god!
I don't even think you knew about this. Metacritic, though, it's 79, so that's pretty good. And from what I can see, anyone talking about it is just saying it's a must for Zelda fans, which is nice for a spin-off because we've had Crypt of the Necrodancer did their spin-off with Zelda in, and that was it was just their game reskinned as a Zelda game, so there wasn't really any good worthy story content.
You've had Hyrule Warriors before, haven't you? Because I remember playing that. That was quite good.
But that was again another non-canon style story mashup of Zelda things thrown into a game engine. Whereas Age of Calamity is like the actual prequel to Breath of the Wild, essentially. So it is a really important game to be playing if you're a fan of Breath of the Wild and Zelda as a whole. So that's good. I am looking forward to buying it and playing it, but I haven't just yet. And then we've had Katamari Damacy reroll?
Damacy?
Yeah.
Wasn't it on the PlayStation 2?
I think Katamari was, yeah. And then it was also on PSP at some point, I think. I believe it's coming out on Xbox One, actually, but it's to be determined whether that's good. It's got an 83 on PS4. So it doesn't...
I know whoever's played it has been like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. Yeah. You need to get Katamari.
But it doesn't even look like it's come out on the PS5. I could be wrong, but Metacritic is not giving us a PS5 or Xbox Series X score. So so from that, I'm assuming it's not even out on next-gen consoles.
I don't think next-gen... I think next-gen's kind of been left in the dust here. Which is weird, because it's like a new console generation just came out, but I'm just like, so...
Yeah, true. And then the only thing that we didn't mention last week, which has come out in between, is Halo 4, which you did say was coming out November 17th in the Quickfire news round last week. But we recorded it in between the period of time where it wasn't out, but now it is out. So that's out, and it doesn't have a score, but it's part of the Master Chief Collection.
But is it out, or is it out?
It's absolutely out now.
Oh, so it's out.
It's very out. It's as out as it can get at this point in time.
It's so out.
Although it doesn't have a score, probably because nobody's playing it. So there's that. Was there anything else that came out this week?
Yeah.
My medicine is already kicking in because of this conversation.
You're welcome. See, that's the greatest painkiller is laughter.
That is great. Yeah. Okay. So, Lawrence, have you been playing anything this week that's new to talk about other than we've just talked about Shadowlands, obviously? Maybe I'm Football Manager, but anything else this week that's different?
I've played Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yes, you have. Okay.
Like a hell of a lot, more than I thought I would.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. How's that going? How's it going?
I'm really enjoying it. Like, as just the story, and even as Assassin's Creed fan, but as a gamer, I'm really enjoying the story.
Is it more boots on the ground this time then? than the last year? We're having a good time today. Because it does.
Oh yeah, let's take this podcast for just an hour. Oh
yeah.
Boots on the ground.
From the gameplay that I've seen, it looks really, because obviously it's Vikingy and stuff. There's not a lot of the flying about and jumping into haystacks and stuff. Is that?
Oh, that's still there, but you don't really do that more because there's this ability which you can just jump off anything and you do like a shoulder roll and you get no damage.
Oh my god, please do not talk to me about jumping off of things and shoulder rolling, Lawrence. That's what got me into this mess in the first place. How
clearly you didn't have that ability equipped.
Too soon.
You didn't have that ability equipped.
I didn't.
It's your own fault. You needed to level up more.
Jesus.
What has this podcast become? We were all serious episode 1. Now we're just sat here.
This is way better.
This is way better. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is way better? Let us know down below.
At GetRealPod on all socials. So anything else you want to mention about Assassin's Creed? Or
it's better than Odyssey.
Right. But
which was the last game.
Based on the Metacritic score, was Bugsnax also better than Odyssey?
No. Valhalla's better.
The fact that you say that surprised.
No. I am surprised.
Tells me enough about it. Okay, great.
That's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Oh. To be fair, though, it wasn't hard to beat Bugsnax.
No. But Godfall still struggled.
I think... hang on. We've got an update. We've got a Metacritic update. So, the games below Bugsnax is expanded.
Wait, what?
Yes, the games below Bugsnax, the rating under Bugsnax has expanded.
Yeah, okay. All right, we've got an update to the scores.
Update to the scores. We've got NBA 2K21 underneath Bugsnax.
Yeah.
And, oh, no. I can't say this. This will hurt Sam.
Go on.
Warhammer Chaos Bane is below NBA 2K21.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think that's going to cover us because I literally, after my surgery, I haven't been playing anything other than Call of Duty. I set up...
Is that an assassin-y game?
No.
Or would you say it's got boots on the ground gameplay?
That's the only thing it's got, honestly.
The campaign's pretty damn good, though.
Well... We were just before recording, we were in a voice call with Sam, who was playing the campaign, and I've not played it yet, but you've played it all the way through now.
Oh,
Lawrence.
yeah.
So what I did is, because he was reacting so insanely, this next clip is Sam in the middle of the Call of Duty Cold War campaign. Here's his live reaction right now to the campaign that he's experiencing. No spoilers.
This is a live Call of Duty campaign reaction. Oh, my word. Wow. What a clever campaign, man. What a good campaign.
You're right there, Sam.
What? What? It's just what? Whoa! What is going on? What is happening?
Sam, how do you feel right now?
I'm incredibly confused, and it's a roller coaster right now. I'm going for a roller coaster. I don't know whether it's of emotions or what, but I'm going for a roller coaster.
You heard it here first. Call of Duty campaign roller coaster.
Bro, this is insane.
Sam's head is gone.
It's gone.
Now, that tells me that it's something that if you're not normally a Call of Duty campaign player, that it's something you should be checking out. And you've played the campaign.
I've played the campaign. Even if you are a campaign player of Call of Duty, you're going to enjoy it. Because I've played through nearly every single campaign of COD. Because I enjoy story. I'm a narrative designer at heart.
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, that reaction says it all.
It does
kind of like, what is going on? My head hurts. I need to lie down.
Yes.
Someone get me a margarita, and I don't mean a pizza. Gee.
Yeah, so just me personally, because of my operation, I don't have anything new to report in terms of new games this week. So I'm glad that you've got some new stuff that we've been able to talk about.
I'm playing Assassin's Creed and shoulder rolling everywhere.
But I thought it would be nice, because the new consoles came out, to get some other opinions.
What I did,
what I did is I went to some groups online, some Facebook groups. I asked some people for their comments, because at the time the PlayStation 5 wasn't out. So I went to an Xbox group just for the Xbox side of things. And I asked a couple of groups for their opinions and their experiences on the Xbox. So I'm going to read a couple of them out, but I've also got an actual voice clip, Lawrence. We've got our first sent in voice clip. This is the first one. This is breaking news.
I hope it doesn't break the pod.
It shouldn't do. But this is Daniel James. So thank you to Daniel James for sending this over to us. This is his reaction to the Xbox Series X, which he picked up and purchased and played. So let's have a listen to now what he says about the console.
Well, I've had the Xbox Series X for a couple of days now, since launch day. I think the console is really, really good. It's very heavy, but it doesn't bother me. It's very, very fast. I've tried it on a few different games, some backward compatibility games. It's mind-boggling how quiet it is. You can't hear anything. Compared to my Xbox One X, cons, really, I think the only issue is the storage. I've literally managed to fit about 16 of my games on the internal storage. Obviously, the external storage for the expander is a bit sort of expensive at the minute, but obviously I'm going to get that. I think I am looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077, how that looks on it when that comes out. Watch Dogs looks incredible, especially with the optimization update. But yeah, I hope this helps for you, Richard.
It sounds, I mean, obviously he's just got it. So he's been smashing out some games. He sounds pretty positive.
He does sound pretty positive.
I can't even really think of, from what he's saying, there doesn't really seem like there's much of a flaw, really.
No, I do actually I've just seen this on Twitter, literally right now.
Yeah, breaking news.
Breaking news from the PlayStation 5 camp. It is not looking good for PlayStation 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is from a very famous YouTuber, Alana Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
She has put a picture up on Twitter. PlayStation 5 Scalper Group has managed to acquire almost 3,500 PlayStation 5 consoles.
Oh my God. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's not good.
The scalper market is just insane for the new. I mean, I thought that you were actually going to tell me that someone was blowing vape smoke through it. So this is even worse than that, though. What sad news. Very disappointing.
You snuck that one on me, didn't you?
But if you're out there looking for a PS5, don't be somebody who buys one, at a higher marked up price, because these are not like consoles that are limited run, right? These are not limited run consoles. It's going to be the start of next year or the end of this year. At the latest, we're talking March to April. Consoles are going to be more than easy to find, and you're not going to struggle. Just hold off a little bit, because it's not worth it. These aren't going to be like, they're going to be printing these consoles for the next 4 to 5 years before the next one comes out, and even then they might still have loads of these available. So don't stress about not being able to pick one up now. They're coming.
Let's face it, there's no games out for it, so what's the point?
Exactly. You might as well wait, and in the meantime, save up extra cash for a 120, 4K display. You might as well go all in and wait a bit longer, and then get an even better experience once you're ready.
Or even better, buy a PC.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You can't say that, Lawrence. You can't.
I just did.
So anyway, just nipping back very quickly to the Xbox side of things, because we did get a couple of more comments, which is very nice from some people.
Wait.
What?
I'm getting news from the Xbox camp.
Richard,
more
over breaking news? news just in. We're going live to Lawrence in the audience. Lawrence.
Hello, my name's Lawrence. He's kind of pulled this one on me because I've not got anything to do it. I'm going back to Richard in the studio.
You just said you had breaking news about the Xbox.
Yeah, I was putting it over to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The producer's gone mad.
News.
We've been pulled from the air. It's gone all
brilliant.
Oh.
Okay. So I did get a couple of messages to read out on the pod as well. So I want to thank Phil Walton for sending this one over. I'm going to read out what he says. He said, OG Xbox One to the Series S, because he actually bought a Series S, so this is interesting on that side of the fence, is an improvement. But if I had the Xbox One S or X, there would not be much point in the upgrade apart from the speed of the console right now. Definitely lack of wow factor in the Series S. However, I am pleased with it for all of my needs for the price. Overall feeling, wait till next year and go for Series X if you've already got the Xbox One X. So that's an interesting, side of things to see the S. And I think that the more that I watch like Digital Foundry or anyone like that do comparisons between the Xbox Series S and the X and the PS5, especially with things like dynamic resolution, you are seeing a lot of a difference in terms of the resolutions that you're getting, the quality of the textures, just a lot of stuff like that. I think if you're considering an S, go and check out a channel like Digital Foundry who have done comparisons so you can see for yourself whether you think the price is worth the upgrade.
Funny anecdote. I was sat in car, as you do.
Yeah.
Going tip, which if you're an American viewer, it's rubbish tip, the dump. And I looked over to my left where there's a lot of shops in a walkway, and I saw a man walking, funnily enough.
Yeah.
And in his arms, he had an Xbox Series S, just walking down the street.
Well, where do you think he was taking it? To the dump?
Home, hopefully.
Oh, home. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Just because, it caught my attention because you don't really see the next-gen consoles just randomly walking down the street. So maybe the S is more accessible in terms of purchasableness.
Yeah.
That's a
maybe, although I think they're pretty... The Xbox Series X is definitely completely out at this point in time.
Yes,
My dad's actually trying to get his hands on the financed version of it, where you can buy... You pay like £30 a month, $29.99. You get Game Pass Unlimited, but you also get the console. It's
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for like 10 quid extra a month for 2 years. So you're actually, in this deal, you're spending like half the price of the Xbox and just paying for Game Pass Ultimate for 2 years. And then at the end of it, you've got an Xbox Series X for half the price.
Yeah,
so
that works.
That's actually a ridiculous deal. And it shows how Microsoft is pushing really the service rather than the hardware.
Yeah,
I think
and they're also showing how consumer-friendly they're being. It's very similar to CD Projekt Red. Yeah,
definitely. A couple of other comments about the Xbox. I'm going to read this now. This one's from Callum Grant. He said, I run a 4K monitor at 60 hertz. I'm loving my experience. Firstly, the console is literally so quiet. I had an Xbox One X from launch, and no matter if I was launching a game, downloading updates, or even sitting in menus, it sounded like it was about to take off, which we can all agree is the case. This thing is so quiet, it's quite eerie. It's so quiet, Lawrence. The new controller is very nice, so that's an interesting point. Few simple changes like textured dotted triggers and bumpers are very nice, and there's USB-C, so less prone to having dodgy ports, and the new D-pad is very responsive. So the new D-pad has actually helped in this case. Games are loading very fast. That being said, there are a few problems, mainly through monitors. Further details, he's got further details on that in a Reddit post, but mostly though, his experience seems to be very good. Other comments we've had, one from Stuart Renton, so thanks Stuart. He said, got the Series X, played Valhalla and Legion on it so far, no problems at all. Console is nice and quiet to the point to barely notice it. Load times are good, especially compared to the One X for Legion and Valhalla. All around, I'm impressed and even a little surprised. And then I did have one more interesting comment that I do want to read. I did get loads, so I just want to thank everybody. If you're in the Xbox One UK group and you're listening, thank you very much. But one more that was interesting. This one was from Chloe Mills. She said, mine's been on for 50 hours and it's working great. So no issues.
God.
It's been updating 24/7 and I've been playing on it while awake. So that's really, really good to hear. It's
So does that mean
nice-
she's been leaving it on whilst asleep?
I believe so. So as far as I know, or can tell, nobody's having any issues with the Series X. Obviously, there are a couple of people who've commented saying that they've had a couple of hardware faults. But that's going to be the same. That's going to be the case with any new console, any new hardware. And they have apparently since then had it all fixed. But yeah, so those are the comments that I've managed to gather on the Xbox side of things. I've not heard too much about the PS5 from personal experiences just yet. So if you are somebody...
I've not heard much either.
No, so if you are somebody with a PS5 and would like to send us a little clip or a little message, you can do so by sending us an email at getrealpoduk@gmail.com. So you can also send us a voice clip straight to us. So if you want to send us a clip of you chatting and we can edit into the show and you don't mind that, you can send us a message if you go to speakpipe.com/getrealgaming. And you can just hit the record button, listen to it before you send it to us, and then we'll get an email with it in, and we can add it to the show if we want to put it in. So let us know how the PS5 gang are going. We want to know what your experiences have been like, or even if you've managed to get one, or how that experience has been. That would be cool. But that's all of that. So we should probably now...
Does this mean we can stop talking about next gen?
It does mean we can stop talking about the consoles for now, yeah.
Oh,
so,
fantastic. So anyway, back in the proper market, PC updates this week has been fantastic. The stocks are on the rise.
Oh
the
my god.
peasants are down below as they should be.
Nvidia's
We're fantastic.
up, AMD's up, Intel's down. Yeah. Excellent.
They're going up, they're going down, they're going up, they're going down. Oh, sorry. Play Football Manager.
That was the musical segment for
That
this
was,
week.
yeah. That
Excellent.
Sorry, I was transported back to Football Manager.
You're living the dream.
I'm living the dream.
Let's go to the news roundup this week, Lawrence. What is the first topic this week?
It's Cyberpunk.
Of course it is, because that's the most... That's going to be the biggest news. That's going to be the biggest news for the next couple of weeks, I reckon, isn't it? Are you all right?
It's happening.
No delays.
No delays.
No further delays.
We're
Come on,
16
Lawrence.
days out from recording.
Yeah. Give us the
close.
news.
Okay. So, shall I bring out Sir Battensburg the Third, or shall I just...
You can bring out Sir Battensburg III. I want to hear from him.
Ooh.
What's he doing? Go on.
Hello, people of the podcast. It is Sir Lawrence Battensburg the 23rd here. People last week have been playing 16 hours of some game called Cyberpunk. And they're enjoying it thoroughly. They've been flooding the advertisement market for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all cyberpunk.
All Cyberpunk all the time.
What are their reactions like then, Sir
They love
Battensburg
it. They want to go back to Night City. I do not blame them.
Have they mentioned what kind of gameplay we can expect?
Fantastic gameplay. All the time.
So the trailers show off that it's very much action-y based, but it is sort of more of an RPG, isn't it? More than...
Yes, RPG all the time.
So don't get your hopes up for it to be action all the time.
It is not a Grand Theft Auto. It is a role-playing game. Very much like Deus Ex.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Sir Battensburg the 23rd, for bringing us that news.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Good day, peasants. Good day.
Good day.
Was he here? Sorry, I was just doing...
He came.
I was just doing me
He was
washing
great.
downstairs.
Oh, really? Mid recording? That's kind of strange.
I mean, you know what he's like. He takes the floor.
He does. He sure does.
And he's taking me cat too. Come back.
Lawrence, I need you to take the second one as well, because this is something that you understand.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't understand much. Okay. I'll try.
Well, you can take this one.
So, it is the 35th birthday of Windows 1.0.
Wow, are they going to release a 3D All-Star collection?
No, 2D All-Star Collection, obviously. So, because of it's 35 years old, his birthday was November 20th. I'm just dating this podcast right now. A group called the PCJs Project have made a Windows 1.0 emulator online, which you can go and click a link and you can literally use an operating system online to celebrate its birthday. It's got a few games on there and a few like programs and things like that.
Is it like running a virtual machine then, or
kind of? It's more. It's apparently it's written in JavaScript.
Okay,
so it's literally just all emulated online on the website. So it's kind of like running a virtual machine. Yeah,
this is something that if it was done back in 2008, 2009, we'd probably see a Flash game version of it.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's nice. And it's interesting, especially if it's an actual emulation of it. It means you get to experience it as for what it was. And so we can appreciate how good we've got it now.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Like all of our first world problems just drifting away as we look at this emulation of the very first version of Windows.
I don't know. I've got to check something now. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Oh my god! In 3 years. Oh Jesus! In 3 years, it'll be the 25th anniversary of Windows 98.
Wow!
Which is my favorite Windows.
Wait, you have a favorite Windows?
Yeah, I have a favorite Windows,
and it's Windows 98.
Yeah, I like the sounds. The boot up sounds.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And then the turn off sound when you turned it off.
Yeah. I
actually found that a little bit creepy when I was a bit younger. Sometimes I would have nightmares with that sound.
Oh my god. Bill Gates just in your dreams.
You just reminding me of that has brought back that memory. So thanks for that.
You know what you got to do when you have a bad memory? You've got to equip your shoulder roll ability and just
I can't do that. No, stop it. I can't take two at once. I can only deal with one weird memory at a time.
Remember The Sims when there was a fire happening? And,
oh my god! Oh my god! Stop! You need to stop right now. I'm getting goosebumps.
This is why I'm the DM. Chaos
I'm
everywhere.
getting goosebumps. The computer used to be in my mum and dad's bedroom, and there was a fire once, and the sound scared me so much I ran downstairs screaming that there was a fire, and my dad ran up the stairs thinking there was an actual fire. And it wasn't, it was in the game, Lawrence.
This is why I'm a DM. Chaos.
How dare you do this to me in the middle of a podcast? How dare you?
You know you love me.
Moving on to the next and final piece of news this week. Hitman developer IO Interactive has teased that they have gotten the license to make a new James Bond game.
Not gonna lie, I'm very, very excited for this.
What has IO Interactive done in the past?
Hitman. Literally the whole Hitman series.
Okay, so the entire Hitman series. That's good.
They're the masters of Hitman.
Well, obviously they're the masters of Hitman.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Freedom Fighters.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Kane and Lynch.
Oh, I heard of that, but I've never played it.
Honestly, it's just mainly Hitman.
Right, okay. Well, that's good. It's going to be called Project 007 at the moment, which is nice. We had a quote from the CEO, Hakan Abrak. He said, "It's true that once in a while the stars do align in our industry. Creating an original Bond game is a monumental undertaking, and I truly believe that IO Interactive, working closely with our creative partners at EON and MGM, who obviously own the license,
MGM can deliver something. Jesus.
Wow, yeah. Can deliver something extremely special for our players and communities. Our passionate team is excited to unleash their creativity into the iconic James Bond universe and craft the most ambitious game in the history of our studio." So they're saying that this opportunity is so big for them that they're going to make sure that they don't mess it up, which is great.
Well, I mean, I've played both Hitman games, the recent Hitman games that came out in recent memory.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. They are really, really good. So the fact that these guys have got the license for James Bond, I'm expecting really good things because they've shown that they can do this whole espionage spycraft.
Yeah, it's a very
so
good piece of portfolio work to say
we
can do James Bond.
Yeah,
like this is it's almost as if like I wouldn't even think that Splinter Cell would have been a better example. I do believe Hitman's probably the best example of any portfolio that you could say this is good. Put Daniel Craig in place instead of the Hitman, and you've got a James Bond game in the making.
Whoa, not Daniel Craig.
No, but you get the gist. I just mean James Bond. Put James Bond in.
I'm not sure. But if you'd be able to make your own Bond, but apparently the story is going to be you earning your 007 license, basically your code name.
That would be really interesting too.
Yeah.
That's something that you don't really see in the films at all ever. So it's almost like they're expanding the 007 universe, which I don't think anybody's really got any complaints about.
It happened once, like the original Bond, like Origin, but it was like this, like it's that campy that it was classed as a spin-off by the author.
Right.
So this one is like the official, very first James Bond origin story that we get to play.
Interesting.
So maybe we get to make our own James Bond and make our own character, which would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I don't think that, there's... I mean, I've never met a diehard James Bond fan, but I don't know anybody that hates or doesn't like James Bond and wouldn't be interested to see what this looks like. So...
I mean, I've seen every film. Does that count as a diehard James Bond fan? Almost.
I think so.
I had the whole set on DVD.
I mean, that's pretty. I would say yes, you're a diehard James Bond fan, and that's all right.
Ooh.
That's good.
I prefer Jason Bourne over Bond. Okay.
Everyone's got their favourites.
Yes.
Right, well, that's the news wrapped up this week. So we're going to move now on to
a very slow week, don't you think?
Sort of. But what hasn't been slow is our main topic this week. It came out thick and fast. We probably do need a stinger for this one. So I don't know what we're going to call it.
Oscars kind of thing. I know what we're going to call it.
Go on.
The Get Real Game Awards.
The Get Real Game Awards show nominations. We're not going to talk too much about... Damn it.
There you go.
that was too good. That's it. That's the stinger now.
No. That's what you base it on.
No. That's it.
Oh, okay.
So
who needs to do sound engineering?
We've talked briefly about the Game Award nominations that have come out.
Have we?
But I've pretty much forgotten most of them.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So we can go through them.
I'll go through them category by category. And what we're going to do is we're going to give the Game Award nominations, who we think would win, and then we're going to give our Game of the Year, or our in that category, if we know it.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good.
Another thing before we start, people, like when you're listening to these categories and you want to vote, you can go vote on the Game Awards website. I've done all my voting and all that jazz, so it's it's a bit of fun to give support to your favourite games. If
your favourite games are even nominated.
If your favourite games are even nominated, because oh my god, what the hell. Anyway, I may add a category or two in here for us in stuff that we don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
So, do I need to get a suit? Do I have time to go get a suit on?
Well, they won't hear you put it on, but if you fancy it.
Okay.
All right. I'll let you go put that on.
I've got my suit on. I'm ready.
When is the Game Awards?
The Game Awards is it's December 10th, I believe.
Okay, so the same day that Call of Duty's first season drops.
That's even worse. There's something even better coming out then.
Oh, yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, my rent day.
Yeah.
so
there you go. It's going to be a good day.
The Game Awards does have trailers and stuff like that and announcements, so it is worth checking out the live stream when it comes out.
Yeah.
It will be on. Apparently, it's going to begin at 4 p.m. PT, 7 p.m. ET. Let me just double check.
ET? What's he doing here?
Eastern time. ET. ET Go Gamer Awards.
Yeah.
So that means it's midnight for us.
Oh, brilliant.
We're going to have to stay up and watch this on the Wednesday. Actually, when the podcast comes out.
Wait, is it on the Wednesday?
It's on the Tuesday for us, but it's on the Tuesday for everyone else. It's on a Wednesday for us.
So do you think that we would have enough time to watch it and record an episode?
Unless we do a live reaction.
We could do a live reaction episode. That would be pretty good.
Bam! See, always thinking big.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's go. Let's get started.
So, game of the year.
Yeah. Okay. Game of the year.
Game of the year. Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Oh yeah, that's
Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Interesting. Good.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I could see that.
Hades.
A very interesting pick.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sure that I'm sure that the game's fine and it's great.
I've played it. It made me depressed for 3 weeks. No.
I feel like it's just like beating a dead horse. Yeah.
Really?
That game, that just reminds me of the idea of the phrase beating a dead horse.
It's too soon.
Wait, what? Is that
horses die in The Last of Us Part 2? Too soon.
Oh, that's a major spoiler. I'm sorry. I didn't even realise. I haven't played it or seen it, so...
Augustus!
Oh, my God. So, who do you think should win this one?
Ghost of Tsushima, hands down.
Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. I could see Ghost of Sushi. Yeah, I can see that.
Ghost of Sushi.
Yeah, I can see that winning. And I don't think I'd see Animal Crossing winning, but I think also if Final Fantasy did win, it would deserve it, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely between the two, ironically, PlayStation 4 exclusives.
Yeah. But who do we think is going to win?
I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to win. Because it's 7's got that nostalgia and it is very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it as a fan of Final Fantasy.
Wow, that was a mouthful.
I know, right? It's just
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. I do all my bloody warm-ups, me.
You caught me in the middle of taking a drink and I almost spat it out.
Ghost of Tsushima is a completely original story, and it's kind of giving that samurai and ninja gameplay that we've always wanted, and I had a lot more of an emotional attachment to Ghost of Tsushima over Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Okay, nice. I can see them both winning. I do think that you're right, though. I think that Final Fantasy VII is very niche, whereas, it's not super niche, but it is niche to that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Whereas Ghost of Sushi is...
Ghost of Sushi.
I don't know why I'm struggling with it today. I don't normally struggle saying it, but I think that it's the meds.
Oh, yeah. Not that whiskey bottle you're drinking out of. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, I could see that being better received generally.
Let me put it this way. Ghost of Tsushima had me literally sobbing as in the final battle.
Right.
That's
photo
how much
mode looked amazing on it.
Oh my
I'm
God,
sad that I haven't played it
so
yet.
good. So good.
Okay. What's the next category, Lawrence?
Before we move on,
Oh, yeah.
I would like to know, out of all the games out there,
Yeah.
what is your game of the year?
Oh, God.
Or nomination? What would you like if you could take one out? Say Doom Eternal or Last of Us Part 2. What would
we
you
didn't even mention Doom Eternal. I don't even think that should be...
No, it's not. It shouldn't
not
be
a
on there.
consideration, really.
It shouldn't be on there.
It's great, but it's not a consideration, I don't think.
It's
for Game of
great,
the
but
Year.
it's not Game of the Year.
No, I think they've pretty much nailed it with Final Fantasy VII.
The coward's answer.
And, I mean, look... This year I've not been able to game as much as I would have liked this year. For me, my gaming time has been spent on the Call of Duty thing when we're playing socially with the boys. I've been doing more social gaming this year than I have. Yeah. I've not really played any single player stuff yet. No, I've not even played the Cold War campaign yet. I've prioritized the social time that I've got with friends.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I can't really I wish I could give a better answer, but I do think that those are what I would probably have said. A game like Ghost of Tsushima seems like, one of those games that did so well and just was presented so well and looked so good that it would be one that I would have picked, even though I've not played it. I've only seen bits of it. So yeah, it's a coward answer, but I'm not going to say Call of Duty, am I? So because that's one of the only things I've played really throughout this year. What about you? What would you, if you had to pick anything? Huh?
It would be Ghost of Tsushima.
Right.
Because I played it all the way through. I played all these games on the list. I played all the games. Out of all of them, Ghost of Tsushima sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, just because it's a shame that we can't say like Bug Snacks because
because it's past the deadline date. That's next
course.
year. That's next year's game of the year.
Next year. It's next year. Brilliant.
So anyway, let's move on to the next category.
All right, what is
Best game direction.
Ooh, north, south,
east
or west,
northwest, potential
northwest. Okay,
and the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Again.
Ghost of Tsushima. Again. Hades. Again.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Half-Life Alyx. Not again.
Interesting.
The Last of Us Part 2.
No, thank you.
No. Stop it. Stop putting it in there. It's not good game direction. What is game direction, though?
I mean, it's directing the story flow of the game, and
to which if that's the case, I would say Final Fantasy VII Remake, purely because the colossal task they've had to do to kind of revamp this story, but also keep it enough so the original fanboys don't riot at Square Enix.
Yeah,
they've done pretty well.
I would say so. I think because Hades is in here too, and I don't think Hades has got that much game direction. It's very much just like a, fly through, and there's bits of story intermingled with the roguelite.
No, I'll admit I've not played as much of Hades, but I did like what I played.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what I've played, but it's just one of those games that doesn't seem that expansive to me. It doesn't seem like it's going to go that far, or as far as something like Final Fantasy or Ghost of Tsushima. It doesn't seem like it's one of those games that you would consider has a very detailed and rich directed, flow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those games that plays itself because you die and then you just spend your currency on the next thing and you run again.
Yeah.
The story kind of plays itself out as you do that, but it's not very directed,
Yeah.
So
I'd also like to apologise to the editor of this because my cat is currently has knocked my microphone.
So you're apologising straight to me then?
I'm apologising straight to you and to whoever else is going to be editing this. To the viewers, you probably didn't, or listeners, you don't even know that's has happened. But
no, I've fangle-dangled it out.
Fangle-dangled it.
As I do with my magic audio fingers.
Smudge, are you going to settle or what?
What Smudge's Game of the Year Best Direction nomination?
Well, she's tapped my hand, so I think Bugsnax.
Yes, that's it. Perfect. Although it is past the deadline, so that's next year's.
It's next year's. It's fine.
Best game direction, though. What else came out this year that would be good to get this award?
To be honest, now we're kind of pulling it apart. I can kind of see why they just put these games up here because nothing else came out. Everything else got delayed.
It's very true that we're seeing the same games for that reason. I think all the bigger games are now being released here and they're already past the deadline. So next year, there's going to be a lot of competition potentially.
So, should we just move on to the next category?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Best narrative.
Okay.
13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim.
I've never even heard of that game.
Never even heard of it.
I'm sure it's great.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Very good. Very
Ghost
good
of
nomination.
Tsushima.
Also a very good nomination.
Hades.
What is there to narrate in Hades?
Do you want to guess the last one?
The Last of Us Part 2.
You're wrong.
Oh, what?
It's The Last of Us Part 2.
But I wasn't wrong.
No, you said Last of Us. It's The Last of Us. They're very specific on the.
Darn. Almost. I was so close. I'll get it next time.
So out of this category, what are you nominating for? What are you voting for?
I am struggling to give you an answer because I haven't
You've not played any of them.
Any of them. So I've only seen bits of all of them.
So it's on me, is it?
It is really. I would say, based on my knowledge of Final Fantasy, that I know that it is Final Fantasy VII is such a strongly narrative game that could easily win. But I also
could easily win, yeah.
But I also know that wrapping a narrative into a game like Ghost of Tsushima is probably a very big task. And the fact that the reaction to that game has been so positive that they've probably done a really great job on this front too.
And I think also Ghost of Tsushima, what helped is that it's also being supported afterwards, and they've added in like a multiplayer and this whole end game thing, and it's
what's the end game thing?
Well. It's almost like Destiny, but with samurai.
That's
you
pretty
go
sick.
You go off and do like missions and do assassination missions and stuff like that. And
is this a PS4 exclusive?
It's PS4 exclusive.
I might have to get this on my PS4.
I might have to rebuy it just to play it. Just play the Legends. It's called Ghost of Tsushima Legends.
Right. Okay.
And you get to like build your own samurai and get all the gear and stuff like that.
Oh my god. Okay, I am actually very seriously considering just picking this up to try now.
Just get it for the story. The story's fantastic. Saying that, Ghost of Tsushima is going to win Best Narrative.
Okay. Excellent.
At least for me. But I mean, I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. I love what they've done with it. It's just, I need part 2 because it's a split story, and it's like
the thing. The thing with Final Fantasy VII is that the narrative is so pulled and drawn out anyway. That a lot of the things that happen, we probably need that second part for it to be relevant enough.
That's the thing. They've changed a lot, but also kept it original enough. But it's like all the things that would have been relevant in say like disc 2 or later on in the first disc is now relevant in the very like Midgar and stuff, and it's like what?
I can see it not winning just from the fact that the narrative isn't different enough, and then the narrative of the game is quite old. Because
it still works.
Oh no, I'm not saying it didn't work. I just mean because it's not a new narrative anyway.
I mean,
they might not win this year.
They've expanded on it, and it feels new-ish, but you can still see where the OG stuff is. You know what I mean?
I still think Bugsnax should get best narrative. Okay.
You know, Bugsnax is like a horror game, right?
Is it?
Yeah, apparently it's like a horror game.
Oh my word! I haven't gotten that far into looking into it. I'm obviously not able to play it, but
it's on PC.
Oh. Well, I might give it a go then.
I'm gonna find it. Give it a go. Anyway,
right then. What's our next category, Lawrence?
Next category. I've lost the page. I found the page again. Best category. Best art direction.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, I was going to say, can I guess some of the nominations?
You know what? Go on. Go for it.
Because I've forgotten. We have talked about it, but I've forgotten. But I'm going to assume, Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. I'm going to assume Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Bugsnax.
No.
Okay. The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh my god, how did you know?
Oh my god, art everywhere.
Art.
I could see a game like Animal Crossing getting nominated for this award.
No.
Because it has such a unique art style.
No.
No?
No.
I would say it's got more art in it than Last of Us.
No.
Just my opinion.
No.
Right.
I like Animal Crossing, so...
Okay. What about like Crash Bandicoot or something? No. Okay. Well, what else then? I'm out of ideas.
Hades.
Oh, obviously that's an obvious choice. That's a good one for art.
Yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Okay, I can see that one as well getting nominated. That's a Microsoft. That's a Microsoft nod.
Studios.
Yeah, that's the quota.
That's the quota filled.
They're finally like, oh, thank God we got nominated for something over at Microsoft.
And that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Best art direction.
I go to Tsushima then.
You know what? Yeah.
I I mean, Final Fantasy could win it, but I can just see Ghost of Tsushima getting this one.
Yeah. Should we just move swiftly on?
Yeah, let's go.
Best score of music.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh, I bet you do. Do you want to take any guesses, or shall I just reel them off?
The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. Oh my God! How did you know?
I know I'm very good.
It's like
at
you're
this
reading
now.
the page.
I'm almost journalistically advised. Final Fantasy 7.
Wow, you're this good.
I don't think Hades is going to be nominated for music.
Hades on there. It's best
Really?
sound and music. Yeah.
Why? Okay, can we just pause for a hot sec? Why is Hades getting nominated for so many things?
Because it's the most popular indie game of this year.
Okay, Doom Eternal.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Good.
I check them.
Yeah, check. Is that all of them, or have we got more?
You're missing one.
Missing one. Bug Snacks.
No.
Okay. What is it?
That's beyond the deadline.
Yeah. What was it?
It's Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Oh, interesting. That's another quota nod.
Yeah, there's another. Yeah,
I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure the music and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard any of it, so I can't tell you. I mean, nothing really, honestly, beats the nostalgia of the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack being now performed by a live orchestra. But I do think that Doom Eternal's probably got a good shot at winning from
lie.
The political standpoint of that.
I hated Doom Eternal's music.
Yeah, I mean, I just know that it's always like
It was just noise.
Doom Eternal is always considered, for whatever reason, like it's almost like got a royalty status over its sound and audio, no matter what.
I mean, the Doom last time, the remake of Doom 2016 was amazing music. I loved that soundtrack. This one was just noise. I hated it. I hated every single second of it. And it's made to basically piss you off. That's what they said. Like, if this music doesn't piss you off, we're doing it wrong. It's meant to make you angry, and it's like, if music's meant to make you angry, I don't think it should win. Definitely, Final Fantasy VII has a better musical variety and direction.
Yeah, and Last of Us Part 2, I didn't really listen, but I'm sure it's AAA level. But I've got a feeling that it won't win because a game like The Last of Us Part 2, the music is so probably stereotypically cinematic that you can't pick it apart from any other piece like it.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
don't remember
unique enough.
any. I don't like. I've played quite a few of these games. I don't remember any of the music apart from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Sure, I can see that winning. But okay, carry on.
Yep. So going on to best audio design.
Okay.
Doom Eternal. Half-Life Alyx.
That's an interesting pick.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3.
Ooh,
The Last of Us. Ooh, The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, that's a spooky one too.
Spooky one. Oh. You're the sound engineer.
I mean, I can see Doom Eternal winning sound audio over music, because the detail in the sound in the Doom games is usually also another, very appealing, sets it apart from other people. Like, again, it goes back to the royalty status of Doom Eternal sound engineer. I can't remember who it is, but in the industry, he's very well respected. All the people who work on it, they're very well respected in terms of Doom. What were the other nominations? Last of Us Part 2. I think
Resident Evil 3, Ghosts,
I didn't play
and
Resi
Half-Life.
3. I played Resi 2 remake, so I don't know about Resi 3, but I'm going to assume very stereotypical sound design. I don't think he's going to have done anything groundbreaking. What else was there?
Last of Us, Ghosts, and Half-Life Alyx.
Okay, Ghost of Tsushima. I think that this one has a chance because of the nature of uniqueness that needed to be developed for the game, because it's all samurais. It's very it's very to that genre, and so it requires a lot of extra thought. You can't just go to a sound library and pick out, sounds that you can mix together for this sort of thing. In very particular situations, you have to be very careful in this. When you're representing a genre of game like the Ghost of Tsushima, you are going to be doing a lot of self-recorded stuff, a lot of Foley, a lot of, and that stuff is going to be very difficult to get right. And so if it is perfect, that's something that will stand its ground, I think, very well. Half-Life Alyx, I didn't really pay attention to the sound myself, but with all VR games, there's probably less detail put into the audio and sound for the game and more into the immersion of the VR side of things. So I think that it's going to be like base level sound design, nothing too particular, unless I'm getting it wrong and it's actually very immersive and adds to the immersion, which is something I can't tell you because I'm not.
I was about to say, because I've played it and it is very immersive.
Okay,
scarily immersive. That's what Half-Life Alyx was going to be my pick for winning this one.
The difficulty of me giving my knowledgeable opinion on this is that I haven't I haven't actually experienced it. So I'm just giving you my outsider's perspective of if this, then that kind of thing. So I would say if it is very immersive and it is actually, it goes beyond what we've seen in VR to date, in terms of immersion audio-wise, then I can definitely see this one.
I mean, it's Valve. Valve don't do things by half. They don't launch games unless they think it's good enough.
No, they're definitely... they've definitely got a reputation to uphold, so I can see that. I can definitely see it when you put it that way to me, It's worrying for me because I see a lot of VR titles that don't fit the bill. So I was very skeptical to say maybe that Half-Life Alyx would have done it, but because you are able to tell me, yes, this is definitely hitting the mark.
It's also very scary.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm not great with scary, I'm going to be honest.
No, I wasn't great with scary, especially when there's black, crawly things leaping from the darkness at you.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, not fun. And they get stuck onto your get stuck onto your face, and you're like, no, get it off.
Get off my face, we're not cuddling. You've not got consent to hug me face.
No. Social distancing.
Are you wearing a mask?
You wear a mask.
Oh, you are the mask. Oh.
That changes things.
Jim Carrey. Right.
Jim Carrey.
What's next?
Best performance.
Best performance. Okay.
From a voice actor and face cam.
Yeah. Okay.
Thingy. Ashley Johnson as Ellie, The Last of Us Part 2.
Are we also going to see the other character?
Laura Bailey as Abby, The Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
I'm going to butcher this name. Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh, good nomination.
Logan Cunningham as Hades, in Hades. Funny enough. I'm going to butcher this name as well. Naji Jetta as Miles Morales. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Jesus Christ, that's a long name. That's the actual title of the game. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So, interesting. Very interesting.
The thing with The Last of Us nominations for this kind of a category is that because the game is so cinematic, it could be one of those. Just for that reason, because there's so much of it.
Mm-hmm. Out of the two, remember Ashley from Last of Us Part 1? And I loved Ellie in Last of Us Part 1, but in Part 2, it kind of felt like her performance didn't drop off. Ellie dropped off for me, and I think Laura coming in as Abby is a brand new character and really kind of stealing the show. I just think Laura did better overall in terms of the performance and brought her A game. Not saying Ashley didn't, but Laura definitely did.
Yeah, it's almost as if she had more to prove.
Yes, and she definitely brought it. And it's Laura Bailey. It's Laura Bailey.
And did you hear any of the voices from Ghost of Tsushima?
I did. I started with Japanese voices, but then I switched to English voices. They're okay.
Okay.
So
in your opinion, then you think Abby's from Last of Us Part 2 is going to win?
I think so. Yeah, just because she brings a lot more to the role, and yeah.
I can see that being the pick. I think just in general, The Last of Us Part 2, it needs to win something, and I think that's the most deserving award for it to win in this show. So,
it's Laura Bailey. She doesn't get it. Something's wrong. As much as I love Ashley Johnson, she got it last time. I think it's time now for Laura to get something.
Yeah.
And that's not because I'm a fan of Critical Role. No idea what you mean.
Definitely not. No, you hate that show.
Hate that show. You should come and watch Get Real Gaming live. Does D&D. I'm still pitching to Sam and Chris.
Yeah. We still need approval.
Start rioting, people.
Is that it? Is that all the nominations?
That's all the nominations for the best performance, but we have another nomination category.
Okay, one more category.
We've got many, many more categories.
Oh.
We've got... hang on, let me count this. We've got... Oh, my God. We've still got so much more to get through. Christ.
Oh, dear.
Right. Okay. We're going to have to
What's
quick
next,
fire this. But no. There's games for Impact, but we don't know any of them, so moving right swiftly along.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm sure they made a lot of impact.
Yeah, best ongoing.
Okay, so this is a category where we're talking about season passes and battle passes.
Yeah.
So we're going to be saying Fortnite.
Yes.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Yes.
Apex Legends.
Yes.
Destiny 2.
Yes.
Is there more?
There's one more, and it's a surprising one more.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to get it. You're going to have to tell me.
No Man's Sky.
Oh my God.
What was that? What was that? Oh my God. Oh my God, No Man's Sky.
It was a frustration. Oh my God.
Are you sure? Do you want me to go get your Starbucks white mocha la-di-da-da-da
Wow.
basic bitchness?
Okay. I'm just getting attacked now, verbally. All right, I'm injured. Can you give me a break? I'm on medication.
So am I.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think No Man's Sky should be winning any awards at any point, other than maybe the Just Keep Swimming award. That's like the yes, just keep your head above water award. I think that would win it.
So,
but it doesn't. It's not. The game is a procedurally generating game. Of course, it's an ongoing game. It's designed to go forever. It's designed to automatically never end. Are we going to have the last of No Man's Sky be a contender every single year now, just because the universe is continuously expanding? Okay, I'm off rails. I'm rolling it back in.
If you could... professionalism. If you could replace anything from Best Ongoing with something else, what would you replace it with?
I would replace No Man's Sky with either Elder Scrolls Online or World of Warcraft.
Well, I'm going to veto you. I'm putting in World of Warcraft because no one plays Elder Scrolls Online. Only some, only
millions and millions of players play Elder Scrolls Online.
Only 5 players that play.
No,
it's
a
like
dead 10
game.
million players or something
It's
still.
a
I don't know what
game.
the number is. It's millions.
Dead game. Dead game.
It's not. It's absolutely not. In fact, I'm willing to put money that it's at least 5 million on it, and I'm going to look it up right now. How many?
Do you think he's noticed that I've triggered him yet?
Current.
Like I'm doing this on purpose.
Concurrent ESO players.
Dead game.
15 million is the player count has hit now.
Is that right now?
It's picked up a 1.5 million since June last year.
Oh, that was June last year. It's not right now. That's dead stats.
No, it's not. I am not. I'm not rising to your levels.
You already did.
It's
chaos.
I think the last time I saw a promo for it, they were talking about how there's like 10 million active players or something ridiculous.
You know
like
what?
That, so.
You know what? I'm gonna veto both of these decisions. What's going to be put on there instead of WoW or Elder Scrolls? RuneScape.
Ooh, interesting.
Classic RuneScape.
That would be a very good pick for this category. I think it's not popular enough. It's definitely not as popular as
Puzzle Pirates.
But I do think that it is also a very good ongoing game. And they do very regular updates, and they do very regular like tournaments. So it's a very well kept game. Classic RuneScape. So yeah, I can see that definitely.
Shall we move on?
Please.
Before you talk about your dead game.
Well, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, win.
Yeah.
Me, win.
I think Warzone's going to win.
I think No Man's Sky's going to win.
No, I don't think it is.
Because
if it wins,
it's so out of left field that no one expects it. I think it's going to win.
It can't win. There's no way No Man's Sky. If No Man's Sky wins, I'm willing to do something outrageous for losing that bet.
Play No Man's Sky in VR.
I have actually done that.
It's really good, isn't it?
I think it's all right. It was too buggy, too much. It was too difficult to play.
Too bug snacky, would you say?
No, bug snack in VR would just be horrendous.
It'd be amazing. What are you about?
Anyway, can you imagine VR feeding one of the bugs to the creatures in VR? You've got to hand deliver it into his mouth. Just open up.
I think Warzone, dead game.
I think Warzone is the obvious choice to win.
Yes.
I could see something else winning.
Or Fortnite. Or Fortnite.
Yeah, but I think Fortnite's not had its best year. I think that Warzone's had a better year than Fortnite has.
Can you imagine if Destiny 2 wins?
Can we move on now? I'm done. We're moving on.
Best indie game. Let's go.
Well, Hades, obviously.
Hades on here, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Spelunky 2's on here. Spiritfarer.
Never heard of it.
Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
You see, that's...
And hang on. The game that I've played, which I think could win it, just from its unique standpoint, Carrion.
Where's Among Us?
It's not on there. It didn't come out this year. It only got popular this year.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't even think Fall Guys can be considered an indie title.
I mean, it is. It's an indie studio, so...
But it's published by...
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a difference between publisher and developer. You of all people, should know this.
Are you telling me that if Activision published an indie title, it would be considered an indie title?
It's what we're looking at. Among Us and No Man's Sky, yeah, because Among Us is self-published.
Yes.
Fall
Guys, you mean?
Fall Guys, that was it. Thank you for reminding me. And they're like, what am I looking at? Oh, it's Devolver. So Devolver do indies anyway.
I know that they do, but they've become way more of a professional studio than an indie studio.
They're not really. They are more of the indie studio scene more than the AAA scene. I think they just basically give out money.
They're
kind of the Xbox.
They're definitely on the road to becoming a double A studio, and actually they might already be. But I'm very like Devolver Digital is one of those company or the studios that
I've just Googled Devolver Digital. The number of employees they have is 20.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Devolver Digital. They've published a lot of really great games. I can see them going very far in the future and becoming a AAA studio if that's the direction that they ended up going in. I could see that definitely.
I don't think they do. I don't think they want to go in that direction.
They might not want to. I'm just saying that I think they have the potential to.
Oh yeah, 100%. Jesus, they made Serious Sam. Wow. Christ, right, sorry. Nostalgia.
I forgot the other nominations again now.
Carrion, Fall Guys, Hades, Spelunky 2, Spiritfarer.
I think that because Among Us came and slapped Fall Guys out of the sky, I think that Hades is probably going to win the category.
I think Hades will win the category, but I would like Carrion to win the category just because of how original of an idea it is.
I didn't really see anything to do with that one.
It's basically, you know, all the horror films like Alien. Have you the original Alien?
I have seen Alien. Yeah,
you play as an alien to go around a spaceship, and you got to basically kill the whole crew.
So it's like Among Us.
Yeah, but single player.
Right. Cool.
And you got like all these tentacles and this thing, and you grow. It's pretty cool.
That's kind of wild.
It is pretty wild, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I can see Hades winning that one.
Yeah.
And what's the next category?
Best mobile.
Okay.
This is where it's going to get a bit interesting.
I think that on mobile, we can't say Fortnite anymore, can we? That can't be on best mobile.
Wham! Kidney punch.
Oh, my God. I'm going to say, is Genshin Impact on this list?
Genshin Impact is on this list.
Oh, that's a great one for mobile. Honestly, it's a really good mobile experience. Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, which is actually pretty fun when you've got a knife and you're just running around stabbing everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's broken. It is fun.
It's broken.
Have we got anything like Clash games or anything like that on there?
No Clash games.
What about Among Us?
Among Us is on there, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Among Us can be in the category somewhere. I think that Among Us, just because of how it has been, does stand a little bit of a chance, but not a huge chance in this category.
Especially against Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Excuse me, what?
You heard.
Pokemon Cafe Mix?
Yeah.
Wait, is that because it's on Switch?
No,
it's considered a mobile game.
No, it's also on the mobile.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I tried it on the Switch and it was just not a good game. It was just not a good game.
It was
so this is a filling of Nintendo quota nomination
definitely.
then.
100%.
So then I would say I didn't play the Runeterra one, so I don't really know anything about that. I know that Activision's numbers on the Call of Duty Mobile when it came out were insane.
In China, yes.
But I'm surprised PUBG's not on this list.
No one plays PUBG on the phone anymore.
Okay.
In fact, I'm surprised people play PUBG at all because of how buggy it still is.
In China or anything like that, I think they had a huge market still, but
I think they've transitioned over to COD,
maybe,
or Apex.
Apex is not on mobile.
No, but in terms of like popularity for like battle royales.
Okay, that's a tough one. I would be happy if any of those won. Really, I think.
Apart from Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Oh yeah, obviously, other than Pokemon Cafe Mix, we can forget about that one. I wasn't even considering it actually when I said that. So, but which one will I think win? It really depends how much politics there are in these votes.
Yeah,
I think that COD Mobile could get a lot of votes, but it's not actually a game that actual players care about.
Yeah,
I think Genshin Impact does have a shot because of how fresh and like exciting it is right now and how accessible the mobile version is. It does integrate literally seamlessly to the game on PC and PlayStation, so it is ridiculous. Fortnite's not on there. Runeterra, I don't actually know anything about it. So unless Runeterra...
It's a card game, apparently.
So maybe that would win then.
I think Bugsnax will win.
I hope so too, Lawrence. What's the next category?
I think out of all of them, Among Us will win it.
You think Among Us?
Just out of sheer popularity.
True. It could very well. Mm-hmm. If Among Us is going to win a category at these Game Awards for being one of the biggest games of the year, it would be this category.
Mm-hmm. Best community support.
You didn't say that with enough.
Best community support.
There we go. Gusto. Apex Legends. I think the community is the only thing keeping that game going. So
Destiny 2.
That is.
Is this just the graveyard? Is this the graveyard of games that are being kept up by the
It's
community?
the graveyard shift nominations. Yeah, that's
Fall Guys.
Yeah, I think that with Fall Guys, the support for the game is still quite there for the developers. So they're really pushing that game. Okay.
The only thing keeping that game alive, that's for sure. No Man's Sky. You're right there, buddy.
Yep, fine.
Valorant.
Interesting.
I forgot that existed.
Yeah, I did as well, honestly. It very quickly got swept under the rug.
Just a bit. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's... when I was playing it and I got a code, I was playing with some of my US friends, and it region locks you.
Oh,
you
that
can't
sucks.
switch between servers. So it's literally EU player versus EU and NA versus NA, rather than global like Call of Duty.
That sucks, because as soon as the player count drops, that's when we're going to see people struggle to even find matches.
I mean, we saw that with Avengers, which has dropped even further than we last talked about them.
Oh god! Well, I mean, there are big streamers still playing Valorant. Like I see Ninja sometimes playing Valorant, but I just don't think it's got it in
Ninja?
it to go the distance.
Who's Ninja?
Brilliant. Well done, Lawrence. Nice one.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Apex could win this one. Fortnite isn't hugely community driven, because they pump out so many collaborations that the game itself runs itself, and the community just continues to play. Like, this whole season is Marvel driven, and so it's more the developers than the community keeping that game going right now. Destiny 2, I think, yes, they are giving a lot of content, but it is the community still playing and still willing to give their lives up unnoticingly to that game for no reason.
They keep sacrificing themselves at the altar of Bungie.
The problem with Destiny 2 and Destiny as a whole is it sucks. Like, we were sucked in when the first, we were grinding, like heavy grinding on Destiny, and it was just over time you started to feel the cracks start to emerge, because as time goes on, you realize that as long as you miss enough time not playing the game, the next time you go to it, it'll take you about 10 minutes to catch up.
Yeah.
And that just makes me not want to play it at all, because what's the point? What is the point in playing that game at all if I can just wait a year, and then, what'll happen is if you, not only do new players instantly catch up with the old players, but they also will get deals on the expansions. Like when Destiny came out and we bought all the expansions on day one, it was like an expensive trip. It was like I paid 90 quid for like the limited edition, and then there was new DLC that I had to fork out for, and I was doing that, and then like a year down the line, Bungie released like a 45 quid version of Destiny, which came with everything released up to that point in there for free, and I was like, I just felt ripped off.
Yeah.
So Destiny's just not a game that I can go back to. Sorry, that's my little rant about Destiny, but that 10-year game cycle they talked about way back when they started talking about Destiny is like, yeah, okay, well, I can see why you want it to last 10 years.
That's been and gone. You do know that, right?
I mean, it has been.
When they left Activision, that was literally the day after the contract had ended for the 10-year plan.
That is insane.
So it's now literally just Bungie doing it. So I think they've changed it up a little bit, but I have no interest. I don't have any time. I'm too busy.
It's just the same. There's just no meat to that game anymore. It's a skeleton of a game.
As far as I'm aware, it's you need mates to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I would never dare try play it on my own. You can make it all free for as much as I care, and I probably won't dip into it. And I'm sure there's a lot of Destiny players out there that hate us saying this, who are very invested in it.
Well,
and I understand where
you don't drag me into it. It's all you. You stand over there.
Okay, but I understand your point of view, but you are just so heavily time sunk into this now that it's like it's impossible to escape without feeling crap about it. Like, I could just, like, I'm glad that I stopped playing when I did, because now I know anytime I can jump back in and catch up straight away if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably going to cut that short, but...
Shall I go? Shall I just
No,
you to it?
No,
Sure?
it's fine. But that's... I just don't think Destiny deserves any awards. I just think it's been and done now. I'm ready for something more interesting.
Well, I think it should be No Man's Sky.
Stop it.
No. For serious, I think it should be Fall Guys, because their community is fantastic. I'm surprised Final Fantasy 14 isn't on here. But they have very good community support. Very, very good community support.
There's a lot of great games that could have been on this list in place of Destiny 2.
And No Man's Sky.
and No Man's Sky.
And half this list. Anyway.
But I think if we're talking technically community driven, No Man's Sky could win it just because it's the only thing keeping that game alive.
Pretty much. Shall we swiftly move on because we're running out of time? We've still got like quite a few categories to go.
Yes, let's swiftly move on.
Innovation in accessibility.
Okay, this is a nice category because I could really use a bit of that right now.
It's a new category, and I don't know. I don't personally know the judge, but I know of the judge. Is Radders, who was previously from the Yogscast.
Okay.
Yeah. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay, we're talking about accessibility settings.
Settings, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think it had many, but it has so many. Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Grounded.
The more the better.
Yes. Hyperdot. The Last of Us Part 2. Watch Dogs Legion.
This is another one that you might be able to tell us how much.
I think out of all of them, Valhalla might get it, but Last of Us Part 2 was insanely accessible. I think it was one of the first games which really pushed the boat out for accessibility.
Right.
Like changing reticles, color blindness. They actually they would have visual indicators for footsteps and sounds, stuff like that for anyone with impaired hearing. Subtitles, obviously, but you could change like the thumbstick sensitivity and all sorts of stuff to help people. People that need help to play games.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's the same with Valhalla. Valhalla took that and kind of ran with it a bit more.
But do you think that The Last of Us would win it because it kind of pushed the boat out?
Possibly. It's hard to tell. It's definitely hard to tell. And it's hard to call out of them. They all kind of deserve to win it for innovating in accessibility.
I mean, it's really... I mean, if it's an innovation award, I think The Last of Us has that better chance because it was the one that kind of pushed it further than anybody else.
Yeah.
To start with,
So let's swift that on. Let's move forward. And one that we both know very well. Best VR/AR.
Squadrons.
Well, I don't need to... Well, let's move on then. Nominations are Dreams, which is an interesting one.
Oh, yeah.
Half-Life Alyx.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel's Iron Man VR.
Huh?
PlayStation exclusive.
Oh.
Star Wars Squadrons.
Huh?
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. We all know who we're going to pick. We all know who we're going to pick. It's Squadrons, isn't it?
We're picking Squadrons.
Squadrons is going to have to win. If it doesn't win, I'm hunting down every single one of you. And you're going to vote for Squadrons. You wanted to win.
Please.
You wanted to win.
They've actually... You were saying the other day that they've actually now started to bring out more content.
They brought out a bit of an update, which was like, oh my god, what? They've added a new multiplayer map, private games, custom server, browser, B-Wing and TIE Defenders are in. So it's like, yes.
Do you think that this is on the back of them being nominated for a Game Award?
I think this is on the back of the community just screaming out, just saying, give us more, we will pay you.
And actually, that's really great because Squadrons is a game that if it is developed further will be a staple VR. I mean, it already is a staple VR title, but it will continue 100%. to draw more people in. And
it's a reason to buy a VR headset. It's that good.
Yeah, and Star Wars is such a platform to push it that I think that they've got a really good opportunity to do so.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'm really happy that we're getting that news and that I really hope they continue to do more.
Yeah. So, moving on to Best Action.
Okay.
Doom Eternal.
Very action-packed.
Hades.
Quite action-packed.
Half-Life Alyx.
Is that action-packed?
It is quite action-packed, you'd be surprised.
But if it's horror-y, then there's a lot of suspense.
Well, it's horror/action. There's horror moments in it, but it's mainly an action game.
Okay.
Neo 2.
I don't know that one.
No idea. Streets of Rage 4.
Is that a racing game?
No, it's an action game. That's why it's in the best of action category.
It's an
MMO. What do you think it is?
It sounded like a Japanese ported arcade machine.
Streets of Rage is the old walk on the street beating people up.
Yeah,
my missus plays it for anger relief.
Well, now that you've said it, Yes, but the name alone just made me think of like Tokyo Drift style racing. Streets of Rage.
I'd just like to point out my missus doesn't have anger issues. She likes Streets of Rage. She's what I call a gamer in the closet. She won't admit she's a gamer, but she's a gamer. She keeps gamer rage.
All the raging to the streets.
Yeah, she has total gamer rage. It's hilarious. You should have seen her when we played Mario Party. She wanted to play the crab game, which you slam a hammer down onto a character on Luigi because the AI bullied her.
Oh my god! I can only imagine what she's like in Animal Crossing.
Oh god! No! Anyway.
What do you mean the turnip prices are on 113 this today?
God damn the turnip prices! My stocks. Anyway, out of this, I think Hades might win it.
Yeah,
just because Doom Eternal, the action sucked so bad.
Okay.
Like Doom, you're meant to be there blasting, but no, you got to spend 5 minutes using a chainsaw to get more ammo because you ran out of ammo in Doom. Doom! You don't run out of ammo in Doom!
You're damned if you buy it and doomed if you don't. What's next?
Really? Really?
Listen, it wasn't as bad as yours earlier.
What do you mean it was as bad as mine?
Yeah, it was not as bad as yours earlier.
Who's
Ninja?
Oh, who is Ninja?
Move on. Let's go. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Best action / adventure.
Didn't we just have best action?
I don't make up the categories, right? Take it up with Jeff Keighley on Twitter at Jeff Keighley.
Right. Uncharted.
Don't actually go and raid Jeff Keighley, please. I like him a lot. He's a pretty cool guy.
Uncharted.
Anyway, no, Uncharted wasn't even released this year.
Crash Bandicoot.
No.
Breath of the Wild.
No. This isn't 2020. 2012 even. This is 2020. Stop it. You're confusing my mind. I'm turning into Sam.
Bugsnax.
No. Let me read this out. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Adventure-y.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Lots of adventure in that.
Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Adventuring a city.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Adventuring in 2D.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
There's lots of adventure in that.
The Last of Us Part 2.
I would say that's more cinematic.
Yeah, I'd say that's more cinematic. But anyway.
The adventure happens without you having to do anything. It just kind of happens and you watch it.
Out of this thing, I want Star Wars to win, but I also want Assassin's Creed to win.
Okay. It's funny how Assassin's Creed Valhalla is actually being able to be considered in this category because it kind of just hit the deadline, I'm assuming.
Literally, like, I think it snuck under the radar, yeah.
Interesting. They need to win something then because it's a next gen game. If it didn't win an award, it would make everybody think that we've got no hope for the next gen.
Well, they've got Miles Morales in there as well.
Oh, that's true as well. So that also met the deadline.
But he didn't really innovate. So.
No.
What do you think?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, Ghost of Sushi.
Very actiony. Let's go.
Best of role playing. Oh, shit.
Okay. So I'll be interested to hear what the nominations for this are.
I already know who's going to win. It's fine.
Final Fantasy?
No, it's fine. We don't have to read out the nominations. It's fine. I already know who's going to win.
Who is it?
Do you want me to read out the nominations?
Yeah, go on. Read out the nominations.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, I thought that one would be in it.
Genshin Impact.
Okay.
Wasteland 3.
I've never heard of it.
That's a really good game, actually.
Okay.
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh my god.
And the winner of this category, of course.
Oh yeah.
Persona 5 Royale.
Ooh, that one sounds like
it's not like I've mentioned it every single podcast, but
it's not. It could win.
It's going to win.
Okay, wow.
It's going to win.
There you heard it.
Audience. You're going to vote Persona 5 Royale.
Yes, it's going to win. Yes,
audience.
Lawrence. Yes.
I know where you all live.
Disclaimer, we actually don't. So just letting you know.
I will find you.
You're quite fine to just listen to this without worrying about us knowing where you live.
I'm Batman.
Lawrence, what's the next category?
Persona 5. I'm sorry, what?
Persona 5 is not a category.
It is now. It's a category in my life. Best fighting game? Do we care?
Streets of Rage.
No.
Wait,
Funnily
what?
enough, I know. Don't.
How is that not in
Don't. Just go tweet Jeff. Ask what the hell's going on.
Well, what fighting games came out this year?
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Did that come out this year?
Ultimate Edition.
Oh, for God's sake.
Just like this one, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition.
Just throw another title on it and just do a patch and put it on a new CD and it's up for an award.
Blu-ray, come on, we're not in bloody 2000s now. Putting a CD.
A CD, I'm going to put it into my radio cassette player and listen to the game unfold. Thank you.
One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. No idea.
Oh, God.
Under Night in Birth EXE late CL dash. I have no idea.
When did that that fighting game that was with like all of the like anime action heroes all in one game? What was that?
Shonen Jump Forces.
Yeah, when did that come out?
3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I wish that had been in this category this year because it would have probably done well.
Not really. It wasn't that good.
Oh, never mind then. I didn't play it, but I'm just assuming it would have been a good pick because
it came out 2 years ago, and you made your own character.
It's kind of like the crossover that might have got it right, but maybe didn't.
Yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly along because we have no idea about fighting games.
Way over schedule.
Just a bit, yeah. Oh, I keep it under an hour.
Yeah.
Best family game.
Okay, Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Have
you flatlined? Are you alright?
Wait, Pokemon Cafe Mix.
No.
Oh. Fortnite.
No. It's not a family game. Have you heard what those 3-year-olds have been saying? It's not a family game at all.
Okay, what else is it then?
Crash Bandicoot.
Huh?
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. The new one.
That's not a family game.
Crash Bandicoot 4 is not a family game.
It's a game for adults.
Are you on crack?
Who are nostalgic about Crash.
It's the brand new Crash Bandicoot.
All right. What
are
else?
You all right? Am I going to have to check those meds?
You might need to anyway. But I'm fine.
Fall Guys.
Yes.
Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, which is not a game. It's a toy. It's not a game. It shouldn't be on this damn category. It is not a game. It's a toy.
Is it a gimmick or is it a game?
It's like Skylanders. It's not a game.
Skylanders was a game.
It's a toy.
Are you all right? Are you all right? It sounds like you're not all right.
I'm not all right.
Brilliant.
Now I understand your rage about No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Okay, but I think Fall Guys could win this one.
And then there's Minecraft
or
Dungeons.
Animal Crossing. Or what?
Minecraft Dungeons.
I just don't think it landed as hard as it wanted to.
Yeah, it seems to have dug a hole into itself there.
Yeah.
Then there's Paper Mario the Origami King.
Okay, that one is definitely a game that's not really for family members.
No, I would say Animal Crossing, definitely.
Yeah, I think Animal Crossing or Fall Guys.
Best sim/strategy game.
Okay, so in this list we're going to have Microsoft Flight Sim.
Yes, which was actually really good. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think this one is a strong contender.
Yeah.
What else?
XCOM Chimera Squad.
What are you simulating in that game?
You're a squad called Chimera, and you're like a police force in the XCOM universe.
Okay. I just don't think
it's sim/strategy. So
strategy.
Put them all together.
Yeah, that's strategy category. Okay.
Yeah. Gears Tactics.
Microsoft quota.
Microsoft. Well, no, they've already got the Microsoft quota with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh,
the Gears quota.
It's the Gears quota. Yeah.
Desperados 3.
That's a drink. That.
It is a drink. It's also a cowboy game.
Oh.
Oh, you're right. You've fallen off your chair there.
Oh. No, my ears perk up when I hear cowboy game.
This is going to be the winner because it's very good. Crusader Kings 3.
Isn't this game a bit like Civ, but in a different?
It's better because it's actual historical like lands and kings and all that, and you get to change the course of history and all that jazz.
Okay, yeah.
Quite
Nice. I think it could win. Yeah, I think Flight Sim's got a good shot as well because we had a lot of mainstream, we had a lot of streamers play it, we had a lot of mainstream coverage, less so than I think Crusader Kings 3 did. So, although Crusader Kings 3 does have a very good reputation, Flight Sim might just win it.
Might just pip it to the line.
Yeah.
So we've got the best sports and racing game. Oh, Jesus.
Dirt 5 is on there?
Yeah,
or no?
Dirt 5's on there.
How did that fit the quote, the deadline?
I don't bloody know. Codemasters Cheshire. Oh,
Sorry?
I didn't know there was a Codemasters in Cheshire.
Bloody hell.
I know. I was
There you
also
go.
like, wait, what? Hold on.
Excellent.
F1 2020.
FIFA
FIFA 21. No.
No.
No. Why is
Is Football Manager
not
on
here?
it?
No, Football Manager's not on here.
What the hell?
'Cause
That
it's
would be
not
the
classed-
simulation
It's not classed
one.
as
no?
a sport. It's not classed as a sports game.
It would be a simulation one,
Classed
right?
as simulation, yeah.
Oh, I'm sad for you.
But it just came out, so maybe next year.
Oh, next year. Ooh.
NBA 2K21. No, definitely no. Stay away from NBA 2K21 if you value your wallet.
Yep.
And I believe this is going to win it because it's nostalgia. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Ooh. Wait, that's a new game?
Yeah, well, it's the remaster. It's the remake of the old Tony Hawks.
Was it not Pro Skater 5 or was it a re-release of 1 and 2? I can't remember.
It's a remake of 1 and 2, number 1 and 2 from the
excellent.
PlayStation.
Yeah, that one could definitely
with
go very
majority of
far
the
in this
old
category.
soundtrack and everything.
I think this would be the cool pick.
Yes.
This would be like if Jeff Keighley wants to look cool, he'll pick this one.
Cool with the kids.
He'll be like, "Don't worry, guys, I gotcha. It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2."
So we've got 3 categories left.
Really?
For
Oh
us.
my God.
But there is like another 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like another 5 categories after that, but they're all esports.
Okay, well, we'll ignore the esports categories today.
I think we could probably add best esports game. But the rest, like, we don't know. That's kind of Mr. Chris's.
Yeah, we'll bring him in
segment
for another.
at some
Yeah.
point. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe we could all watch it together on the Game Awards.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
best multiplayer:
Okay.
Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
An interesting pick for multiplayer.
Very interesting pick. Among Us,
Yes, this could win.
Call of Duty Warzone,
This could also win.
Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout.
I don't think it's good enough in terms of the multiplayer experience to win against the other current competitors.
No Man's Sky.
This should not win any awards.
That's good because it's not even in there. Valorant.
Wait, was it not even in there?
Not even in there. No.
Oh, thank God for that. Right. Okay, this is more of an esport game, I think.
I don't think Valorant will win it. I think Animal Crossing might win it just because the sheer amount of press coverage it got was ridiculous.
Yeah, the multiplayer side of it expanded way beyond just like the in-game and multiplayer. It went to like the communities who built websites for like there's literally a website called Nookazon that's Amazon but for items inside of Animal Crossing, and you just add you sign up with Discord and then you just add your items you want to sell, and people can just direct message you through Discord if they want to come to your town and buy it.
That's cool. That's
like a
really
real-
cool.
That is just the extent of the
Oh my
multiplayer
God.
community.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's insane. There's like websites for the turnip calculations. There's a website for island codes where you can get in a queue and then be like automatically allowed on the island when a player comes and goes off of it.
That kind of reminds me of remember when we did Warzone? We're doing that code to get the blueprint.
Oh yes, yeah.
And we did that. Oh wow. Sorry, I've just checked Reddit because I checked this Reddit called Gaming Leaks and Rumors.
Oh,
There is a rumor the next season of Fortnite will feature Star Wars crossover with playable Din Djarin, which is the Mandalorian, and Baby Yoda back bling.
That would be so cool. I mean, they've already done.
This is just a rumor, so
they've already done Star Wars because they've already got like a lot of the Force. What's the last one called? The Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker,
They've already
yeah.
got a lot of the Rise of Skywalker stuff cosmetically in there. You can have Kylo Ren, Rey, a Stormtrooper, a standard X-wing TIE fighter, stuff. So those things already have happened in Fortnite. So I could definitely see the next season going away from Marvel and focusing back on Star Wars with the Mandalorian.
Maybe we need a whole segment on just like rumors.
The rumor mill. Oh, we both said that. That's it.
That's it.
You know
That's it.
when we both say it at the same time, that's exactly what it has to be called, and there's no changing that now.
Do you think that works for lottery numbers?
It does. Are you ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, 12.
31.
Okay, we were off. Okay, guess we're not going in this week. Let's try next week.
Let's try next week. It's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, we've decided Animal Crossing for best multiplayer. Best debut game? Do we really want to go through this one? Or
Debut game?
Yeah.
Bugsnax? No, okay.
No.
I think that we could see Hades on this list.
No, Hades is not on this list.
Are you kidding me?
The list is weird, okay? Again, go to Jeff, ask him what the hell's going on.
Who's on this list? Just tell us and then we'll move on.
Carrion,
Okay.
which is a game I said before with the alien. Mortal Shell.
I didn't really know that one. Okay.
Raji, an ancient epic.
Right.
Roki,
This is a very confusing list.
just a bit, and Phasmophobia.
This one will win, I think.
I think that one will win just because of pure coverage.
Yeah. Okay, next category.
Content Creator of the Year.
Ooh. Okay, so
Ooh.
the issue with this category is it's going
Clearly,
to be
the Yogscast is going to be on there.
It's going to be down to the opinion of who votes.
Yes.
Like, this is a category that content creator, there's hundreds of thousands of them, and a lot of them are all fantastic.
We're
So it's
content
just-
creators. Why aren't we on here? What's going on?
Well, did we not get past the deadline?
I don't think so.
Rubbish.
We need to
Next
email
year.
Jeff about that one.
No, we need to email Jeff next year.
Next year.
What are the
Anyway.
what are the nominations?
Nominations are Valkyrie.
Okay,
No idea. Jayan Lopez. No
I
idea.
don't have a clue.
I know Mr. Chris has mentioned this person before. Tim the Tap Man.
Oh, Tim's huge. He could definitely sweep this one.
Well, I think there's someone else which could beat him, which we have mentioned on this podcast before. Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx.
But Tim the Tapman is actually a bigger content creator in terms of numbers than Nick Merckx.
Yeah, but is he bigger than Alana Pierce? Who's massive in the journalist industry. She was with Funhouse, Rooster Teeth, IGN. She has numbers off the scale.
I think that she has a lot of background influence.
I think it's going to be between Alana and Tim. Personally.
But I think that Tim currently just has more, like in terms of volume, he just right this minute has a larger volume of a following.
But it depends who votes.
Exactly. If his Twitch chat voted, that's 33,000 votes. So he's
a
a huge streamer.
I voted for Alana because I like her content. She does really good stuff. She's quite informative and things.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. She's amazing. I'm just saying that she would do well winning this because she has such a long history. And it is like, you could almost give her that award just because of how dedicated she has been as a content creator. But I just think this year particularly, considering that Tim the Tapman is the only streamer, in that group of big streamers, we're talking Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, Shroud could have been on this list.
Who are those people? They're not on if they're not on the content creator of the year list, they're irrelevant.
They're irrelevant. Okay, well, you know what? Forget it. Alana Pierce is going to win, and we'll just see you on the other side of that.
Who's Ninja?
Do we have another category?
We do. We have one more category, and then
This is the final category. Thank goodness.
It's the final category.
I didn't know if you were going to do the second half.
No, copyright laws and all that jazz.
Okay.
Best esports game.
Okay. On this list, we're going to see CSGO.
It is on there,
even
yes.
though it's kind of becoming a bit irrelevant.
I mean, when has it ever been relevant?
I mean, it has been relevant, Lawrence, just not in your world, but it does.
But
The
my
thing
world is the world.
Anytime like a shooter game like CSGO comes out, it is the first thing anybody does is compare it to CSGO.
Shooter.
Because they're looking for a replacement for it to see if anything can stand in place of how that game plays, because that's kind of become the industry standard esport title, for shooters. Now, I don't think it should win, but I think because of its reputation, it could win. What else is on the list?
I don't think it will win. I think it'll get dwarfed.
No, I'm saying it could win. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying if it was picked, there'd be a reason for it.
Well, the thing is, it's barely had any content update this year, so...
Yeah, that's also very true. If it's not had much done to it this year, it doesn't stand much of a chance.
Yeah. Valorant is on here.
Too irrelevant. CSGO would beat it.
It is, bear in mind, it's best esports game.
Not much of an I haven't even... Has there been a Valorant tournament this year?
I don't know.
It might have been.
I don't know.
Okay.
League of Legends.
Oh, Christ. This one's just going to slam dunk, innit?
Is it, though? Because Fortnite's on here.
No, this year, I don't think Fortnite's been as big in esports. It has had insanely huge... Like, the peak of Fortnite's hype, it would have won this award. I mean, maybe it
there is one more which made take it, which made dominate them.
What is it?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yes, this one also. Call of Duty's got a huge esports scene. Could definitely pick apart League of Legends, but League of Legends has a wider worldwide kind of appeal. Not appeal, but a wider worldwide range.
Are you doing a remix?
I am. I'm doing an insane mashup right now.
I can tell.
In my head. But you can't hear it. So, but I think that it's got such a huge audience. I'm surprised Doda's not here, but yeah.
Dead game. Heroes of the Storm all the way.
Oh God! Excellent.
You know that got an update. Heroes of the Storm got an update.
What happened?
They added a new hero.
Oh my God! Breaking news!
Breaking news! They've added a hero to Heroes of the Storm.
Excellent. Right. Well, if that's it, then we've done a good job.
That's it.
What do we think in all about the nominations and categories this year?
Christ, it's been a dead year.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's 2020 in a nutshell. It's
yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing who gets what. I am surprised about some of the categories, and I'm also not surprised about some of the categories.
I wish there was more variety.
Yeah, true. Definitely. Right. Well, at the end of that, I'm ready to sign off. So...
yeah, I'm not. I want to go for another hour, mate.
Right, I'll let you get on with this then. I'm just going to let you go. No,
but this is my musical interlude.
We'll probably try to do an update. Obviously, maybe we'll do a reaction to the Game Awards, obviously when that happens. But we'd love to know who you think should win any of these awards. You can do so at GetRealPod on any of our socials. And you can also email us, GetRealGaming. You can email us, getrealpoduk@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear what you think about the nominations this year and who you want to win. Until then, we will see you next week, won't we, Lawrence? Lawrence?
Sorry, I was doing musical segment. The you know when they play music when they're trying to get you off the stage.
Oh. Lawrence,
you'll hear it in the edit.
I'm trying to leave.
You'll hear it in edit, and you'll just be like, "Actually, this sounds really belting. We need to put that in. That's a banger."
Excellent.
Are you going to say
goodbye or not?
Bye.
We'll see you next week, everybody. Take care of yourselves.
Stay safe.
Yep.
Space. Face.
Bye now.
Haste.